The Tiny Giant, The Extraordinary Adventures of Peter, Linda, and Gideon. Peter and Linda were an ordinary couple living in an ordinary town. Their lives followed a comfortable routine until one day, something extraordinary happened. A tiny giant named Gideon appeared in their home. Standing at only 3 feet tall but with the strength and presence of a true giant, Gideon had an incredible story to tell. "I come from the land of giants," said Gideon. "I was shrunk by magic spell, and I can only be restored if I make true friends in this world." Peter and Linda were intrigued. They had always lived a rather routine life, but the appearance of Gideon made everything more exciting. They agreed to help him find a way to break the spell. The first adventure took them to the forest of forgotten songs. According to an old legend, the songbirds in the forest sang magical songs that had the power to heal and transform. To reach the forest, they had to navigate through a maze of wildflowers, each with a riddle that needed to be solved. With Gideon's strength, Peter's intelligence, and Linda's intuition, they made it through. Once in the forest, they listened to the songbirds sing in a harmonious chorus. Just as they were losing hope, a golden songbird perched in front of Gideon and sang a melodious tune. A tiny sparkle emerged from Gideon, but he was still not his full giant size. "It's a start," said Gideon, hopeful for the first time. "We need more adventures, more challenges to prove our friendship." The next adventure led them to the Lake of Eternal Reflections. Here, they had to confront their deepest fears. Images in the water showed them scenes that made them uncomfortable. Linda saw herself alone, Peter saw himself failing, and Gideon saw himself never returning to his true size. They shared their fears and vulnerabilities, and as they did, the lake glowed a radiant light, and Gideon grew a few more inches. But the final adventure was the most dangerous of all. They had to climb the mountain of endless echoes and retrieve a crystal from its peak. The mountain was filled with voices that echoed their past mistakes, making them doubt themselves. But the trio encouraged each other, reminding each other of their strengths and good qualities. Finally reaching the summit, they found the crystal and held it up to the sky. A beam of light shot through it and hit Gideon, finally breaking the spell. Gideon returned to his full giant size, but he was no longer the same giant. He had friends, true friends. Returning to the land of giants, Gideon invited Peter and Linda to visit anytime they wanted. But what they realized was that they didn't need to travel to another land for adventures. They had discovered the excitement in their everyday lives. Peter, Linda, and even their giant friend had learned something valuable. Life was not just about the size of your body or the routine of your days, but the size of your heart and the adventure in your spirit. And so, they continued to live their lives, finding joy in the ordinary, excitement in the simple, and adventure in the everyday. Because once you open your heart to friendship and your mind to adventure, even a tiny giant can make a big difference.